There's a cheese on this list that's still technically illegal to sell, even in the country that invented it. And it's not banned for taste. It's banned because it's still moving when you eat it. We're going through cheese, starting with the mildest, most common types, and ending with something most people will never actually try, on purpose or otherwise. Cheese intensity comes down to a few things: how long it's aged, what's introduced into it during that aging, and how much bacteria or mold is allowed to actively work on it. The longer and more actively that process runs, the further a cheese moves from mild toward extreme. Let's start where most people's cheese drawer actually starts. Number 1, mozzarella. Mozzarella is a fresh cheese, meaning it isn't aged at all. It's made, shaped, and eaten within days. That's why it's soft, mild, and slightly milky rather than sharp. Traditional mozzarella is made from water buffalo milk in Italy, though most mozzarella sold elsewhere uses cow's milk instead. No aging means no time for strong flavors to develop. Cheddar starts out just as mild as mozzarella, but aging changes everything. Young cheddar, aged a few months, is soft and mild. The same cheese aged 2 or 3 years turns hard, crumbly, and sharp as moisture leaves and flavor compounds concentrate. The number on a cheddar label, mild, sharp, extra sharp, is really just telling you how long it sat. That's aging changing texture and sharpness. The next cheese gets its character from something added on the outside. Brie. Brie is a soft cheese with an edible white rind, and that rind is actually a cultivated mold, Penicillium candidum, deliberately introduced during production. The mold works from the outside in, which is why properly ripened brie is often runnier near the rind than at the center. It's mild compared to what's coming, but it's the first cheese on this list where mold is doing real work. Aged Gouda. Gouda sold young is smooth and mild, similar to a basic cheddar. Aged Gouda, left for a year or more, develops small, crunchy crystals throughout, clusters of an amino acid called tyrosine that form naturally as the cheese loses moisture. Those crystals add texture, and the extended aging brings out a deep, almost caramelized flavor that young Gouda doesn't have at all.
Every cheese so far has been shaped by time. Young versus aged, moisture versus dryness. From here on, the cheeses get their intensity from something added on purpose, specifically to make them stronger, not just older. Number 5, blue cheese. Blue cheese is deliberately injected or layered with Penicillium mold spores, then pierced with needles during aging to let air reach the interior, which is what allows the blue-green veining to spread throughout instead of just forming on the surface. That controlled mold growth is responsible for the sharp, tangy, slightly spicy flavor blue cheese is known for. Roquefort, Gorgonzola, and Stilton are all variations on this same basic process. Number 6, Limburger. Limburger is known mainly for its smell, which comes from Brevibacterium lineans, the same bacteria strain responsible for a lot of the odor on human skin, which is part of why the cheese's smell is often compared to body odor. Despite the smell, the flavor itself is usually described as much milder than expected, which creates an odd disconnect between what your nose expects and what actually happens once it's in your mouth. One cheese left. It isn't just aged or moldy, it's still alive when it's served.
Casu Marzu is a traditional Sardinian sheep's milk cheese made by deliberately exposing pecorino to cheese flies, whose larvae hatch and begin digesting the cheese from the inside, breaking it down into a soft, intensely pungent paste. The larvae are around 8 millimeters long and can jump up to 15 centimeters, which is why experienced eaters often shield the cheese with one hand while serving it. Italian law banned commercial sales of the cheese in 1962 over safety concerns, and a wider 2002 law extended that ban across the European Union. Despite that, it's still possible to find in Sardinia if you know where, who, and how to ask. It just won't be sitting on a supermarket shelf or a restaurant menu. Here's the part worth knowing before wrapping up. No documented cases of illness have been directly and definitively linked to eating Casu Marzu, despite Guinness World Records once naming it the world's most dangerous cheese. The cheese that sits at the absolute extreme end of this list, illegal, still moving, banned across an entire continent, doesn't actually have confirmed victims. It's banned on the basis of what it could theoretically do, not on a documented track record of what it has done.
From a cheese that's eaten within days of being made to one that's illegal across an entire continent, cheese covers more range than almost any other food, all coming down to time, mold, and how far someone was willing to take it. If this changed how you look at the cheese board, hit subscribe. We've done this same breakdown for rice, steak, and coffee, and there's more coming.